Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to work on a 350Z. It is wide body, but I think it's apart right now. It's not put together, so we're just going to install the air suspension, but we'll see once he drops it off. We're going to go ahead and head to Home Depot right now to pick up a few things that I need. I need a piece of wood to be able to mount up the manifold and the tank along with the compressor, so that's why we got to head over there right now. I'll show you what I'm going to pick up in case you guys want to do this. Alright guys, so here is the wood that I picked up. I think it's 24 by 24 inches. And I already drilled out all the holes and everything that I need in order to mount everything up. Let me zoom out a little bit, there you go. And I made a hole at the top, so the lines and all the connections are going to go through here. The tank is going to go right here, going down. Compressor right here. And then the manifold is going to go in those little two holes that are right there. So everything's technically set up. I connected all the lines and everything that I need. Connected all the fittings to the tank. Depending on your tank setup, it's usually going to be different. Depending on how it is, the type of fittings they give you, how you can mount it up. Like that one, I was able to mount the water trap directly to the tank. As where other cars, I usually have to put it on the side and or I have to attach it to something else and bolt it on. That way I can work. But other than that, it's a pretty straightforward process. Just make sure that you plug everything up that you're not going to use. But there is the 350Z right there. That thing is so sick. It still needs a little bit of work. I know he's still working on the car. I think it's a beautiful 350Z. We're going to go ahead and put it in the garage right here so we can start working on it and start putting a bunch of things together. So let me go ahead and move the 350Z inside. That'll be a dope thumbnail right there with the banner. But I won't post this video most likely for a while until he's ready to go ahead and show his car. So I'll most likely, make this video, edit it really good, and then after that, once he posts his stuff, I'll go ahead and post the video once he gives me the okay. I know it is a work in progress, as you guys can see right there. His fender needs to be painted, and there's a few other things that he needs to do to it as well. But overall, that's a really dope looking build. I can't wait until this thing is done. Once we install the air suspension, it's going to be really sick. I've honestly always loved 350Zs for the fact of how many modifications are available for this platform. I'm not saying that the 370Z doesn't, but I think that the 350Z just looks so sick, especially with this type of wide body kit on it. And then with the fenders like that, I just think it's a really dope build, and I would like to do something like this in the future with the 350Z. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started. We got to do a few things. I'm most likely going to do the wiring first, and then I'll move on to the bags because the wiring is the most important part. Gotta get the wiring in there first, and then you can go ahead and connect it. That way you can air up and down. Alright guys, so a little bit of an update of what we've done so far. I went ahead and ran the pink wire and the air line for the left side and the front through this hole right here, and then it's going through another hole up here right there. You guys can see it going through there, and it's going to the top to the front. And then we have right here going in there, and then now I just gotta make it go all the way to the top to go through the front. And then we gotta pull it through that grommet that's back there. That one right there. So we just gotta pull it through there. This side will be done. I already pulled the lines over here. Took the battery out. And then the airline is right there. It's going to the bottom. You gotta remove that thing right there. There's just a bunch of, I think they're 12 mils holding that down. Take those off. You see a hole down there. Just run it through. And then I have my line right here for the connections. And then it's ran the same way, going to the back right there, going down. And then there's a grommet right in here. You gotta remove this plastic cover to get to that one. Just pull it through. But we're almost done with the wiring. That's pretty much it. So the only thing that I really have to do now is put 2 more wires down in that grommet right there. That one. Those will be for the rear bags. And then we got to put the trunk setup in here, and now we just got to do the struts. So as for the wiring, this is how it's connected. Since he only has 1 compressor, he only has a red and a black. If you have 2 compressors, you have 2 red and 2 black. So I have it connected directly right there, and also have it connected right here to the outside of the terminal. And then on the driver's side, I have the pink fuse connected to the bottom of where like your legs are, the pedals. It's connected to the cigarette lighter, so I still want to have that one connected too. And the back, I just have it connected directly to the compressor, just like this. Cut them, and then wire it with the hardware that they gave you on the kit. And that's honestly it. It's not that difficult when it comes to the wiring. Alright guys, so this is where I'm at right now. I removed the assembly right here, the back struts. Made my holes right there. That way the bottom can mount. And then I made my hole up here. And all I gotta do now is put the nut up there. Just gotta tighten the sides right there. So you're just gonna place it in there, and then you're gonna tighten it. There are 15s on both sides, so use an open-ended wrench and then like a socket and turn it until you can't turn it anymore, because that's how you know it's completely tight on there. So this is how the bottom looks and how it works. You would have to grab a open-ended wrench right there. I just stuck it right on the side, and then you gotta grab your other socket that's also a 15, and then you're gonna go ahead and tighten it up right there. So it's pretty hard, you just gotta keep doing it. You gotta be careful that you don't mix it up with the top one, like you can't go too high, because only the bottom one's supposed to spin. It's right there. And then that's the final result once all said and done. That's what it should look like, and then just screw it in, make sure it works. But you know, once you take it out, it should work 100% as it should. Alright, so as for the strut, everything's installed as well. It's very straightforward. Just take it out, put the new one in. As for the line, I grabbed a little bracket, placed it right there, drilled it in. That way there's no contact with the wheel and the line. That way it doesn't mess it up. You don't want the lines loose, because if it rubs on it, creates a hole, then you're not going to be able to lift that bag and have to take it out and fix it. And it's not easy, because then the car's going to be on the floor most likely on that side. But yeah, here's this side, all installed, looking good. Tightened everything up already. The only complicated part is really the rear. Right here you can see that everything's installed now. There's everything connected right there. There's the bolt at the top, and there's one at the bottom. It's all secured. Alright, cool. So now we're done. We're gonna go ahead and turn it on. I already tested it because I needed the front to be raised a little bit so I could show you guys. Everything's working out great. No issues. So yeah, we'll see how it looks right now slammed on the floor. It should look pretty sick, but I might have to adjust the rear ones. I think the rear, I'll do like 4 inches right here, because I think that's what I did last time. I can't remember. The front, I just left it as is, so I didn't touch that one at all. And this rear one, I'm gonna grab my ruler and then go from the top to the bottom 4 inches, see if that's good enough. Hopefully it is, because I don't want to remove the wheel again. So I mean, it should be what I used last time, so we should be okay. And then one thing I would suggest is double check to make sure everything is placed back on. Nothing is loose, because you're going to have a bad day. Just double check everything. Make sure you guys are safe and good when it comes to these type of things. Look at my hands. She's gonna go through the calibration process, which is gonna, check everything to make sure it's okay. She's taking a while for some reason. guys, so we're gonna go ahead and end the video right there. The owner did pick up his car already. He was really happy about it and how it came out, and so was I. I love working on 350Zs because it's honestly a lot easier in my opinion than a 370Z, and it's mainly because of the front strut, because of the design. The most difficult part is always going to be running the lines. If you're doing it inside to the front, you gotta get a wire, stick it through, pull it out, which can be difficult sometimes, especially trying to get to the one on the driver's side, because that one's a little bit more difficult. The one on the right side is way easier. You just gotta make a hole, you know, put a wire in there. I usually use like a hanger and pull it up, and then the back, you gotta cut the back. You gotta make those holes in order for you to be able to install the nut on there. And the bottom part is super easy, but drilling out the top part, it's always difficult. And I think it's because of the type of material that it's made from on the top of the back of the strut. Hopefully you guys like this. My first like 350Z wide body that I've done. I've done a bunch of other cars, but never like a wide body. Well, mine, I was actually stock body as well when I did my car. But it was a really sick build, and I love seeing 350Zs like that have like a Rocky Bunny kit on it. I think that they look really sick with that type of kit. As for the Hot Wheels, I did pick up another, well, I actually picked up quite a few. If you guys can see, I kind of reorganized it a little bit more to put like more Nissan right here. But I did pick up a few, 2-pack of the premiums. So the one that I was actually looking for was this one right here. I was really excited when I got this one. I'm not even gonna lie, this is like my favorite one. The one that I really wanted was this one right here for the Nissan pack. But yeah, I'll throw in a few more pictures at the end of the video of the car and how it came out. I will leave the guy's Instagram right here so you guys can go ahead and check him out. He has a lot of things that he still wants to do to the 350Z. As you guys can see, it's still a work in progress. If you guys want to go ahead and check out his page, make sure to follow him. Super chill dude. I know he did want to do a few things. I won't disclose anything because, you know, it's his build, it's his own personal stuff. So if he wants to disclose it on his page, make sure to follow him and you guys will be able to see the updates on there. There's going to be a few more videos coming that I'm excited about. We are going to be bagging another car and also another one within the next few weeks. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.